Yo, as I'm getting ready for court and stuff, man, this is not a complaining video. Okay, this is not a complaining video, but this is I. Even if the judge says that I gotta come back again, I'm not going back. You know, basically, I'm not going back no more. And I mean, this is it. Let me see. I'm not complaining no more because I get the recipe because when Aaron Alexis died and stuff, he wrote on his rifle. You know what I mean? He had enough and so on. So that's the message for me. Like when enough is enough, you gotta leave reminders and so on. And I mean, and they will get it right. They'll get it right because what it is, man. Fuck the all the God technology that they're talking about and stuff, right? Let's bring it down into a metaphor, man. It's scorpions, man. Like they wanna like a scorpion wanna cross the river, okay, and they need the help of the frog, okay. Um, I don't know about actual frog, but I know about me, right? Like I'm people like me and stuff, right? They nurtured us with a bunch of Bible shit, and I mean, like forgive and look out for the next man. Even in military and stuff, they teach us like look out brotherhood and stuff, right? Okay, so when I was going through all this stuff, I like they have the wrong person, man. No, they had the right person because that's why they was feeding me information in Philadelphia about the scorpion and the frog. You know what I mean? Cause they're the scorpions and stuff, right? They have a nasty stinger. Prime example, like I I don't know. Well, okay, I don't have no mental illness. Okay, I just know mine was over exaggerated and I straight point blank lied because I lied about um my family got mental illness and so on. And I mean, I lied about drinking alcohol. You know, what I mean, 'cause I don't drink alcohol and stuff, man. And I realized they was pushing that on me in Philly, and I'm like, that's when I realized they did not go because I didn't know because you really can't see them. You could see them, people doing shit, but like how it is. They're so organized and so on. And then I just remembered and stuff because sorry, I fed information about the assassination of JFK, how everything has happened perfectly, or the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand. And I mean, this is not no new thing. This is a century. This is since the beginning of time. They've been around and shit, man. And I mean, and sometimes people need practice. Sorry, I shouldn't say people. Sometimes scorpions need practice and so on. Bottom line is this, man. This is my last time going to court. It's not me talking out of anger and stuff. I'm really calm. I put two signs on my door and stuff, man. And I hope Bushy Allen could probably read and stuff, man. Because you my neighbor, man. You're supposed to look out for me. When I brought you food and stuff, man. And I think because I'm the frog, man. I don't know about Aaron Alexa. I don't have no mental illness. Like I didn't trust nobody at Fort Trump. You know. Do I look at it and stuff? I sorry. What was fed to me is like it was too complicated for them to find a solution. So it's best that like they get me out of there. So when I call the CPAC office, because I sit in here and I'm like, man, let me call the CPAC office and explain to them John Forson tripped me. And for some reason, man, like I'm talking to the dude and I'm like, there's no complication in what I'm saying. I know I do have an accent and so on, but like that's how they operate. And they change the whole trajectory of that whole conversation and stuff. But funny enough, like nobody talks about it. Like, you know what I mean? You know. And then now, so he said like, I just know that my not CEO, man, my director came to my house and stuff and mentioned to me like, man, like you need some sugar water, man. And I mean, it's like everybody coming out to the woodwork saying about you the aggressor and so on. I was like, at this point, like, let me just take a retirement. All right. So no, I'm talking to Social Security office now doing my evaluation. I was like, yeah, I ain't going back to work. Like, um, it was stated that I threatened people with guns and stuff, man. You know what I mean? So I took that, I used that information to say like, hey, I ain't going, because she's trying to talk about me going back to work and stuff, man. I'm like, good. I'm trying to stay happy in my little bubble and stuff, man. Well, anyways, man. when I got a handcuff placed on me, because out of the judge's mouth, Joel, oh sorry, Mr. Thorpe, if you stop anybody from coming to the house and stuff, I will have you arrested. I didn't stop nobody, man. I didn't stop nobody. And then when they put the handcuffs on me on Friday and stuff, man, I could just feel the reptilian saying, yeah, we will make your life uncomfortable. So like it just showed me like suicide and suicide by cop. So it's not gonna go away. So I'm gonna say to the judge, and I mean, because I know now that if I say suicide, they're gonna put me up in a hospital, and ain't no hospital gonna fucking save me and shit, man. You know? So what I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna say to the judge, it's my last time coming back here, man. And I'm gonna come back home here. I'm just gonna hang myself. And if they say, well, here we have a video of you talking about, oh well, and I mean, it's facts. I'm not. I don't want to live. I don't want to live. I'm not no Aaron Alexander. I'm glad I said that when I was in Iraq and stuff. I was like, yo, I don't want to hurt nobody, man. And I mean, I just don't want to be captured by the enemy, because if I'm capturing someone, I'm gonna commit suicide. And that's what it is. I have like I'm living in a place, bro, that they made me the enemy, bro. Cause like I'm running to the state trooper barracks, right? And I'm saying to the dude, like, you know what? I'm part of a car club. I could park we could park our cars in front of the bar, in front of the shop, in front of the bars and stuff, and keep patrons safe and so on, because there's a lot of crazy shit going on. People taking cars and ramming and hitting people and so on, like terrorists and so on. So I thought, me being a retired soldier and a member of my community and stuff, I thought they would have find favor in that. No, bro. I drive my car, they spraying pot and all kind of magic shit. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want me to be part of that inner circle. You know what I mean? And another thing too, when I'm with my wife, I'm protected. When I'm without my wife, they fuck with me, because they had an agenda to have me in and out of court and stuff. Like they wanna, because if I don't want your business and stuff in a store, I will make you uncomfortable. Well, look at the community as a store. They didn't want me here. They probably thought I was a bad guy and so on. Because if you jump in on my wife's side to make me the enemy, remember, she used to chase me with knives and shit, man. You know what I mean? And people say there's two sides to the story. Bro, like, she didn't want to have sex with me, So I would go out and I have sex and stuff. And another thing too, right? They look at me as a bad guy because they say like, well, maybe because he was having extramarital affairs. I talk about this over and over. And another thing too, like, when I'm stuttering, it's not me stuttering. It's the alien forces and stuff doing that shit. Because when I graduated, right, I was walking through the Barrington Union, and two dudes was trying to say, "Hey, could we use you to help us make a commercial and stuff, man?" And I fucking stuttering and shit. And then I saw the same thing happening to Hillary Clinton, and she was like, "Damn, it's the coffee." No, bitch, they don't want you to win the election, because when you is they have a whole different agenda that when you don't fit into their shit, they fuck you over. And right now, I don't want to live. I don't care if I jump in my car, because I put the evil eye back in my car, because whatever happens, happens. Because I know today's my last day. I don't want to go back to no court. You know what I mean? Because I know in my heart, man, I was trying to bring my wife home, bro. And I said to her, like, well, I'm going to leave my daughter here and stuff, right? Boy, they use that and, like, put that order protection, and like she trying she best, right? She putting everything like, hey, he walk in the room asking me for sex, and he holding up fight. She make me look like I was desperate and shit. But yet still, I mean, desperate to like a savage to rape her and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what you doing, yo? You know what I'm saying? I'm black and shit, yo. Like, you feed into the stereotype. But yeah, it was far too gone, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's it, man. I gotta get ready for court and stuff, man. You know, I don't have, please, like, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody to say, because I'm thankful. I talked to Quran, the VA rep and stuff. But anyway, she's new and stuff. She's like, I don't see anything in your file talking about schizophrenia and shit. I was like, well, the shit that it did to me, under the definition of schizophrenia, like, I'm full-fledged schizophrenia, yo. You know what I mean? But again, I lied about having a mental illness and shit. And I mean, like, it could have fallen under PTSD, but they would have turned it around and stuff. I'm like, oh, the reason why he hitting people with his car and slamming hammer at people's cars and stuff, because there's this documented, like, I hit people's car with a hammer, man. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to do all kind of shit to say it's PTSD, But what they're not going to do is say that like they made a mistake and it's their fault, because if they did that and so on, it's kind of like they're exposing themselves, and they wouldn't do that because remember now, God is infallible. They use God technology. I mean, you see how it all comes together and so on. Well, anyways, man, salute.